Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So it's that time again where we start talking about the newest Jurassic Park installment. Obviously it's now called Jurassic World, but I still call the franchise Jurassic Park. And the marketing, the hype, the anticipation is building around the latest installment, Jurassic World Rebirth. We have Scarlett Johansson taking the lead this time. She's a world-class actress. She always elevates material that she's in. We have Mahershala Ali, the Blade actor himself. Well, that's if Blade ever gets made. But he's going to be in this movie as well. So Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali being in this movie, I think is going to be incredible. We have some brand new details here from the director himself. So we're going to jump in, break down these new details, and see what we can learn about Jurassic World Rebirth. So this comes to us from comicbookmovie.com. Jurassic World Rebirth director teases a whole new chapter as a new still highlights Scarlett Johansson. So yeah, I believe this is going to be a new trilogy, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, we had the Jurassic World trilogy, and now we're going to get the Jurassic World, follow-on trilogy, if you like, starting with Jurassic World Rebirth, and then I'm sure there'll be 2 more follow-up movies as well. Because these movies generate so much damn money. In Jurassic World, the trilogy, the last one that just came out, every single movie made more than $1 billion at the box office. So it's an absolute juggernaut, a cash printing machine if I've ever seen one, and people just love dinosaurs eating people. It's a simple narrative, simple concept, and people come out in droves to watch it. So let's jump into these details. Next summer, 3 years after Jurassic World trilogy concluded, the franchise will undergo another evolution with filmmaker Gareth Edwards from Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, Jurassic World Rebirth. Just to speak about Gareth Edwards, right, he's a director, but he's also comes from a visual effects background. Rogue One, possibly one of the best things that Star Wars has put out in recent years. Rogue One is incredible. I don't know many people that dislike that movie, but if you want to get a sample of what Gareth Edwards' work is like, look at his movie, The Creator. The CGI in that movie is top-notch, unbelievable, incredible. The narrative, the characters, everything about that movie is incredible. And if he can bring some of that gravitas from The Creator over to Jurassic World Rebirth, then I'm super excited to see what Gareth Edwards can do with this. Because not only is he directing, he's a visual effects artist, so he knows how to do the dinosaurs. He's going to know how to direct it, how to make it look good, and I'm so excited to see what he does with it. So, anchored by Avengers Endgame star Scarlett Johansson, breakthrough talent Jonathan Bailey, and 2-time Oscar winner Mahershala Ali, 2-time Oscar winner, that's incredible, who may or may not end up being MCU's Blade. That's a whole story we could go into there with Blade. Let's not even touch on that in this video, because we could just go off on a huge tangent. This action-packed new chapter will see an intrepid team racing to secure DNA samples from the 3 most colossal creatures across the land, sea, and air. Now, thanks to Empire via the sci-fi and fantasy gazette.com, we have a new look at Johansson's skilled covered operations expert, Zora Bennett. So that's going to be Scarlett Johansson's character's name, Zora Bennett. A character contracted to lead a skilled team on a top secret mission to secure genetic material from the world's 3 most massive dinosaurs. That sounds really, really awesome. It sounds like a quest from a video game, like Monster Hunter or something like that. You've got these 3 gigantic creatures, one on land, one on sea, and one in air. And you have to extract DNA from each of these gigantic, colossal dinosaurs. And they're trying to generate some sort of cure for a disease or something in this movie, I believe. So trying to get close to one of these creatures, up close and personal, and try to extract DNA from it. How are you going to achieve that? How are you going to go about it? One being on land, one being in air, and one being on sea. You're going to have to take different approaches to each of these different dinosaurs. And it's going to be interesting to see how each of those kind of, those different missions are kind of going to be approached by this team of special operations people. So, however, when Zora's operation intersects with a civilian family whose boating expedition was capsized by marauding aquatic dinos, they all find themselves stranded on an island where they come face to face with a sinister, shocking discovery that's been hidden from the world for decades. Okay, so that's interesting. Quote, "It goes back to what I loved about the original," the director Edwards said of his plan for the movie, "with an embarrassment of riches of different set-piece type scenarios and tense, fun action moments. There are a lot of opportunities as a filmmaker to have a lot of fun and try to play games with the audience." That sounds really great. That sounds cool. Fun action moments, big set piece scenarios. That's kind of what we come to expect from this franchise. We've had that from pretty much every other movie. Some have worked better than others. The last Jurassic World movie, what was it? Jurassic World Dominion. That was probably the worst performing of the franchise so far of the Jurassic World movies, but it still made over $1 billion, but it wasn't that good by many people's standard. But like I say, still generated over $1 billion. What I would ideally like to see, I would like them to go more of the horror route with the Jurassic Park franchise. Back to that very first movie of Jurassic Park, 1993, I believe it came out. It had a lot of really heavy horror elements in it, especially with the velociraptors. And I think they've moved more away into the action-packed kind of Hollywood popcorn kind of side of the franchise. I would really love to see a Jurassic World or Jurassic Park movie that has really leans into the hard horror elements, because I think that's where the franchise could really shine, and it would be something to switch up from kind of what they're doing already. Although they're doing great stuff with the franchise, don't get me wrong, I would just love to see a really thick kind of horror version of a Jurassic Park movie. Taking place 5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, the filmmaker notes that this movie kicks off a whole new chapter in the timeline of Jurassic. Like I said, they're more than likely going to end up doing a trilogy with Scarlett Johansson with these new movies. It wouldn't surprise me. As for what we can expect from Johansson's Bennett, he adds, she's looking for meaning in her life after leaving the military, and this opportunity comes along where, after it, basically she'd never have to work again, but through that journey, she starts to question the ethical rights and wrongs of what they're doing. So, you can see the new still from Jurassic World Rebirth in the X post below. So, we're going to pop over to X here. So, this comes to us from Empire. Exclusive Jurassic World Rebirth goes back to what I loved about the original. Gareth Edwards tells Empire. And then we have this exclusive image here from Empire. Scarlett Johansson out here in the long grass. Again, the kind of the classic scenery that you expect from a Jurassic Park or Jurassic World movie. They're on like some sort of tropical island in the long grass here. She's got a big backpack on. She's got a kind of camo gear, and it looks like here she's got, it's like a gun, but it looks like it's an extraction gun. So it looks like you stick the needle into something and then you kind of extract blood or extract material out of something. As you can see, we've got this huge tube here on the end, and it's got the huge needle, and I'm assuming she's after one of these big three dinos, whether it's in land, sea, or air, and she's looking to kind of stick the needle in and then extract the DNA out of it. So it's going to be interesting to see how her character plays out. Is she going to be a tough guy? Is she going to be a nerdy kind of scientist, army officer type of person? Like, how is her character going to come across? Either way that they go with her character, I'm sure Scarlett Johansson will bring the heat. She does fantastic in pretty much everything that she's in, and world-class actress, so I'm really excited. What kind of comments have we got here? So, the upcoming Jurassic World Rebirth is receiving a lot of attention, especially with Gareth Edwards at the helm as director, known for his work on Rogue One and Godzilla, has expressed his excitement for the project. I like the atmosphere. How many teeth, though? Does not look promising. Scarlett Johansson is aging out, and they won't allow her to dress sexy. They should have swapped her with Sydney Sweeney. She doesn't mind showing the twins. Yeah, I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, you could have Sydney Sweeney running around with her cleavage out, but it's not going to make the movie good, is it? At the end of the day, sex appeal is a good thing in movies to some degree, and it does bring in a certain demographic of audience, but it's not going to make a bad movie good. It's not going to make a good movie bad. So, that's just a bit of a silly comment in my opinion. Please be good. Please be scary. They say this every time. Keep the franchise going that never recaptured the original in any meaningful way as a real choice. He forgot to bring back the colors. Yeah, it does look a little bit muted, I have to say. But yeah, I really want them to lean into the horror elements with Jurassic World. It doesn't seem that they're going that way, but I can hope. I really wish that they would give it to a horror director, a proven horror director, and do a standalone Jurassic Park movie that's really leaning into horror elements. But I don't think we're ever going to get that. They've gone too far into the action side of the franchise, which isn't a bad thing because I still enjoy them. But, So, 5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, the planet's ecology has proven largely inhospitable to dinosaurs. Those remaining exist in isolated equatorial environments, with climates resembling one in which they once thrived. The three most colossal creatures within that tropical biosphere hold the key to a drug that will bring miraculous life-saving benefits to humankind. So yeah, like I said, they're after these three gigantic dinosaurs, whatever species they may be, and they're trying to extract blood or DNA from those dinosaurs to try and create basically life-saving drugs. So that's kind of cool. That's a great story, and I would love to see how that plays out. And it looks like, dinosaurs are kind of relegated to this tropical part of the world where they can survive. It looks like they can't survive in many other places around the world. So they're kind of isolated to this one place. And there's three colossal dinosaurs. And I can't wait to see the design and kind of see what those look like, these three colossal dinosaurs. So, Jurassic World Rebirth is directed by BAFTA winner Edwards from a script by David Coop. And I believe David Coop is the actual script writer on the very, very first Jurassic Park movie. Based on characters created by Michael Crichton, the movie is produced by Frank Marshall and Patrick Crowley, executive produced by Steven Spielberg, Dennis L. Stewart, and Jim Spencer. The movie's cast includes Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, Jonathan Bailey, Rupert Friend, Manuel Garcia Ruffalo, Luna Blaze, David Iacono, Adrina Miranda, Philippine Velga, Belcher Sylvian, and Ed Screen. Sorry if I butchered those names, guys. I tried my best. I don't usually read cast lists because I butcher the names, but I thought I'd try and be a bit adventurous in this video. So, Jurassic World Rebirth arrives in theaters on July 2nd, 2025. So, it's not that long away, guys. Snap your fingers and the trailer will be here. This movie is only, what, 7-8 months away? So it's going to be here in no time whatsoever. They really got to work on this movie really damn quick, and they've tried to get it out as quick as possible to build on the momentum of those the last trilogy. But yeah, this is amazing to see Scarlett Johansson here in the first kind of exclusive image. Seeing her in action with this big gun, trying to looking like she's hunting down dinosaurs to extract DNA for drug purposes, to prevent cures or whatever she's trying to do. I think this is exciting, having Gareth Edwards with a proven track record as a good director, as a VFX supervisor. I think we're in for something special. I think the dinosaurs will look better than they've ever looked before. Like I said, go check out The Creator, his last movie. It was incredible, guys, if you want a sample size of his CGI and what his movies look like. But guys, I throw it off to you. What do you think about this new information here about Scarlett Johansson being an ex-army person looking to extract DNA from dinosaurs to make a cure? Do you think it sounds interesting? Do you think it sounds bad? Are you excited for a new Jurassic World movie? Let me know all your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in the next video.